Welcome back to 5 Talk Street. I'm Christy Nelson. The Chris Howell Foundation is dedicated to raising awareness of HIV and AIDS throughout communities where the risk is highest. Chris Howell is the founder and a friend to Talk Street. He joins us today to tell us about the work that he's doing. Chris, hi, welcome back.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Good. Well, let's talk about this HIV, AIDS, and your foundation. What do you think people should know about HIV, AIDS right now in 2017?
Well, I guess more importantly here in Dallas County, folks need to know that Dallas County has been leading the state of Texas in new HIV infection rates for over 5 years now. So that's important to note because we want to be number one in a lot of things, but we don't want to be number one in new HIV infection rates. So the Chris Howell Foundation is committed to raising awareness, to raise education and awareness regarding HIV and AIDS in hopes that we can help to decrease those numbers.
So why did you want to get involved in this?
Well, it's personal for me. I lost my brother in 2006 due to complications of HIV and AIDS. And I missed years of his life because of my own ignorance. I didn't want to engage with him because I thought engaging with him would somehow allow me to contract the virus. And I had young kids at home. So I missed years of his life. And I want to make sure that other families don't experience that same thing. So again, in an effort to raise education and awareness, we're hoping that folks can understand a lot of the stigmas and the myths that are associated with HIV are not true. So if they have a family member or a friend who's positive, they can actually embrace that person and give them the love and support they actually need.
And so even in this day and time with so much education, so much time has passed, you still believe there's still a lot of stigma and ignorance about this?
There really is. As we've gotten involved with this now and we're talking with more people, we're learning that there are so many people, particularly our young people, ages 13 to 24. They're the fastest growing HIV population right now, not only in Dallas County, but across our nation. And because those young people are afraid of all the stigmas and everything that's associated with it, they don't want to confide in their family members and let them know that they're positive. So many people are suffering in silence. And again, I guess if we can decrease the stigmas and the myths that are associated with it, those who are positive will actually come forth and get the help that they need.
You answered part of this question, but I was going to ask you, who's most at risk? You mentioned young people. It
is young people, ages 13 to 24, and it is also African-American women. When we talk about the numbers in Dallas County, 40% of the new HIV infection rates in Dallas County are African-American women. So this is not a gay man's disease. That's another myth that we have come to believe, that it's only a gay man's disease. Well, African-American women are being affected at great numbers and huge numbers, particularly in Dallas County. So again, our goal at the Chris Howell Foundation is to raise education and awareness regarding this disease.
Okay, and how are you doing that?
We're doing that through community efforts. We actually have a community event entitled Know Your Status Dallas. We go out into the community, and at that event, we have a panel discussion with a group of experts who give us the education that we need. We also allow for folks to be tested. Knowing their status is the number one thing. Everyone needs to know their status. The way you're going to know your status is to be tested. So it's again attending a Know Your Status Dallas event, or simply logging onto our website at chrishowellfoundation.org. There's a link there that says Get Tested. You put in your zip code. It tells you testing sites that are in your area where you can actually go and be tested free and confidentially.
And you're working to get the word out about National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. When is that?
That's February 7th.
Okay.
February 7th of every year is National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. Because as we know, the African American population, as it is with many diseases, we're being affected most with HIV and AIDS. So February 7th is committed to, again, raising education in communities and engaging folks in the community to actually get involved in prevention efforts. And part of the way you get involved is to educate yourself and know your status.
And you've got a theme this year. What is that?
It's Know Your Status Dallas. It's Know Your Status Dallas here in Dallas County, but throughout the nation, it's actually just get involved. Know your status, get involved, and help educate someone else once you've received the education that you have need.
Okay, so let's talk more about what people should do if they want to be tested, because there are lots of resources out there.
There are a lot of resources out there, but again, I think people don't take the time to really make themselves aware of them. But again, the main thing would be to go to our website, chrishowellfoundation.org. Put in your zip code, get tested, know your status. There's information on our website that can help you to understand the myths and help you dispel some of the myths and stigma that's associated with HIV. And once you become informed, then get out and actually help to inform others.
And I know you were talking about this last year. I saw emails about it. I know you were working to get the word out.
Yes.
Do you feel like you reached a lot of people, and do you expect to reach more this year?
Really have. We have had 2 events in Dallas County, and each event we've tested over 40 people. And to us, that's a success because of the fact that once folks know their status, they're then armed to actually go out and help other folks. And no one is tested positive at those events for HIV, but we did have an event where folks tested positive for syphilis. So when we talk about know your status, when you go to get tested, it's getting tested for all STDs. Because we're living in a day and time where many folks have let their guard down because they see folks living with HIV and AIDS. So they tend to let their guard down and then thereby being infected with HIV or some other form of disease. So again, we're just encouraging everyone to know their status.
All right. right, thank you so much, Chris Howell, for joining us and telling us all about it. Best of luck to you.
All right.
And thank you for joining us for this edition of 5 Talk Street. I'm Christy Nelson. We'll see you next time.